I was thinking a lot today about Dragon Ball, and the thing is, yesterday, I was, like, if you were actually in the stream, I was really upset, because during the end of my stream, Nani, a new person to the channel, or what? Huh? What do you mean, or what? I was talking about, my story yesterday, and I never felt this bad in a while. Basically what happened is that, like, during almost the entire thing, like, only, like, a very few amount of people were watching it. And then right towards the end, where my voice was getting so tired and so strained, people actually started to come into the stream. And Nani, a new person to the channel, wanted to know what was happening in my story. And I'm just sitting there, like, so upset and mad that, like, during the end, people were finally asking questions. And it just made me so mad because I didn't have it in me to, like, talk about it anymore. So I said, fuck it, I'm ending the stream. And I got sick of it. Because no one wants to, like, actually, you know, listen. But besides that, I wanted to talk about some Dragon Ball related things. Well, I mean, by Dragon Ball, actually, let me go check out the stream. Make sure it's working correctly. Okay. Feels bad, yeah. Like, it was super, super upsetting that, like, because I'm really passionate about my story, and so then I realize why people won't listen. It's because it just doesn't seem good in words. Because I bet when Akira Toriyama first created, like, the Dragon Ball concept, all he had was just his ideas and drawings. Like, when he just says it out loud, it doesn't really sound too interesting. Until he actually puts it into action, into animation. Then it got good. Like, people were interested, they were they were into it, they wanted to know more. Because the characters seem like they had personality. Like Yamcha, Bulma, Goku, Krillin. Like, they had personality, and people were, like, into it, they loved it. But the problem with my series is that, like, I can't animate it. I can't really give, like, an ideal, like, personality for them because I haven't created them in animation or comics. Because I gave up on comics a long time ago because I was a little, what's the word? Fuck, I'm not gonna do this again. I keep forgetting this one word. But basically, I just felt sad every time I looked at my own, like, puny drawings. And because it was, like, in Stickman. And I absolutely hated it. I really did. Because, like, I was basically copying and pasting everything into my story. And I just felt so embarrassed. And I thought I had, like, the biggest ideas in the world. No, I was copying them from people. So I just stopped. I got sick of it, and I'm just done. Now I'm creating ideas of my own. Like, how the story, like, the two stories of Steven Universe and, wait on. Stick people are gods. Have you seen what they can do? Yeah, like, there's, like, cool animations out there of, but there was, like, cool animations out there, like, Stick, and, like, animation videos. Yeah, they were pretty dang good, but the thing is, like, in my story, like, I misspelled who. Fucking who. How do you misspell who? How I spelled it was H-W-O. How? Just how? How do I mess that up? And then I put, like, weird things in it. Like, I put fucking Bill Cipher, Sans. I'm not kidding. I'm sorry, but I will come back. I want to see people rage. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. It seems like there's someone else watching, so I'm gonna keep talking. But I was just upset with myself. And then, like, I had random ass characters. Like, fucking Gravity Falls was in it. Like, that doesn't make sense. It's Dragon Ball. Like, I don't know how to, I didn't leave yet. Oh, sorry. But it just doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Like, how was I supposed to put those two together? But, like, Steven Universe and, Dragon Ball, like, you may see it as a kid's show, but it actually could fit. Because they actually, I'm not even kidding when I say this, they made an entire episode, like a giant parody of Dragon Ball, which is hilarious. Like, there was scouters, there was, like, training and everything. I'm pretty sure Garnet went, like, kind of like a Super Saiyan transformation. It was fucking funny, and I loved it. Until then I kind of clicked when I saw that episode, like, wow, I could probably make something out of this, because, like, the whole universe concept, like, the universe is big. Things could happen. Things could, like, be brought together. So that's why I came up with the idea of Steven Universe and Dragon Ball. It's because of that idea, that concept. I'm gonna wait by playing events. Okay. But if you're watching this as a video itself, I'm probably gonna keep talking. So, like, I'm already prepping for, like, this to be a video. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking. If anybody even watches these things. So, man, the thing is that, like, Steven Universe could fit pretty dang well in my story. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, of course it is. You know what I mean? No. Like, it can work. Because they made a lot of references towards Dragon Ball and in Steven Universe. And it's just, like, so surprising, like, how well they could connect to each other. Like, the fusion dance was in it. Like, it was... Actually... crap. Rip. He missed it. He missed what? What did I miss? Oh, hot. Okay, hi. Okay, okay. Shit. What I was saying is that basically I gave the reason why I had the idea of my story in the first place. Because Spyro back in the day, like my old comics, the shitty comics that I drew, they were like horrendous. They were god awful. I wouldn't blame anybody if, like, you tell me to, like, burn them, because I do want to burn them. Actually, there's plenty of times where I want to burn stuff that I see, like the Jake Paul the Jake Paul posters at Walmart. You don't know how badly I just want to, like, buy one and set it on fire, because I hate him. All right, we're getting off topic, but just like the concept, the idea that I had for a very, very long time, I wanted to keep it going. Like, I was trying to pump out ideas. Like, how can I make this work? And Ardo, I got the name because my stepdad, like, I had, I'm not gonna say, my cousin likes Jake Paul. I think you need to go get some holy water for him, because I think he needs to be cleansed. But, anyways, shit, where was I going with this? Okay, Spyro, he was originally a ninja, because I liked ninjas when I was a little kid, and I actually played, like, like, one of the old Spyro games. That's how I got my name on my channel. That's why I named him, named my channel Spyro, and that's why, Did I say something wrong? I can't exactly remember. But excuse me if I did. But I used to watch, like, a whole bunch of, play Spyro games. And the reason why I had the concept of a ninja, it's because I'm not sure if anybody remembers this, like, a show. But there was, like, a high school ninja show. It was on Disney XD, which is where most shows usually... Well, not most. I mean, there was, like, some good ones, like DuckTale. I haven't seen, actually, DuckTale. I heard it was good. Didn't really watch it. Gravity Falls is one of my all-time favorites when it comes to Disney. And then so on and so forth. And then there's just, like, some, like, stupid sitcoms and whatever. And Randy Cunningham, the 9th grade ninja. Yeah, man, I remember those days. That's how I got the idea. Man, good old times. Man, it's just so good to remember these things. It's only good when nothing is on. Yeah, I kind of realized throughout time that it was a bad show. So that's how I got the ninja idea for Spyro. And then I basically put a whole bunch of random shit in it. Like, none of those ideas were mine. None of them. I put, like, Dragon Ball characters like Frieza, Cooler. I put fucking Call of Duty characters in it. Woods, Menendez, Mason. Like, it was so stupid. Man, I hated it. I hate it all. But soon I kind of developed the idea, like, yeah, I probably should just refresh. Like, get my mind cleared and just, like, come up with another idea of my own. And then I came up with the idea of, like, Ardo's design. Which, his original name was Spyro because I couldn't come up with anything else. So, I had an idea because I was a huge fanboy of Jacksepticeye back in the day. I had an idea where, shit. What was the idea again? What was the idea? Yeah, see, this is why I get nervous when I play, well, not play, but do live streams. Because with Gogeta, like, I'm confident. And, like, this ain't no gay thing. I don't ship it, please. But, I don't really particularly have friends. And not to sound mean or anything, but, like, I'm a country guy, kind of a mix of country and kind of, like, city folk. I'm not, like, I don't, like, speak in slang or anything like that, because, honestly, I find it so weird that people speak in that kind of language. Wait, what? ASDF, I forgot. Wait, I can't watch Jack. I don't know where to watch him, on the toilet or doing nothing or eating. Oh, Jacksepticeye, that's what you were talking about. I got a little confused there. Alright, Jacksepticeye, yeah. I was a huge fanboy of him. Like, to the point where I actually dyed my hair green. I'm not kidding when I say that. Well, it was supposed to be blue, but, it ended up being, like, kind of like a bluish green. So I'm like, yep, fuck it, keeping it. It's amazing. And I actually dyed my hair a bunch of times. There was a point where I actually dyed my hair, like, darkish blue. I miss it, but I also don't miss it. It was a fucking pain in the ass. And then, I also had purple hair, which was terrible. It never stood on, and it kept fading away. And then I had pink hair. When we were trying to get rid of the, purple hair, we had to bleach it off, and it turned, like, the brightest pink. You could see me from a mile away with my pink hair, and you can instantaneously notice where I am. So, I had the idea where he had dyed hair with green, and then I was drawing, like, concepts of, like, him having Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken with dyed hair. It was pretty awful. Pretty goddamn awful. I hated it. I hear the BBs. The BBs? Fucking great ape train. This is one of my most hated things in this stupid game. Especially when, like, I don't know if it's just a thing, but I feel like anybody that plays DokkanBattle will hate this transformation to pieces. No one likes it at all. There's not instances where, like, oh, this actually comes in useful. No, fuck this form. Alright, getting sidetracked. But then I didn't originally came up with the idea of, Steven Universe being combined with it. But, okay. I'm gonna, be for real. I like, it no health loss. Yeah, it kind of helps in that, like, situation. But boy, is it annoying when, like, you're trying to showcase a unit, like, test out something that you, like, pulled recently. But he's, like, a good support unit, so you want to put him on anyways. And so then, like, you get the perfect rotation, and then he transforms when you don't want him to. And it's just so annoying. Oh, I hate this transformation. Unlike, who's his face? Not Cool. Yeah, Cooler. Like the AGO Metal Cooler. With him, like, he transforms when below 50%, which is a perfect, like, balance for that transformation. Because, like, you know where the deadline is. You know when he's going to transform. So, like, you can easily prevent it. But unlike this guy, like, it's so hard to prevent. Because, like, you don't know when it's going to happen. It's just a chance. So, I didn't originally had the idea just yet, but, okay, I had the concept of a fusion character, because the thing that made me so unbelievably mad, including in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, like, I feel like Bandai or Akira Toriyama, I love Cooler, almost my favorite character. Yeah, I really wish I could have pulled Cooler. Cooler was one of my most wanted units on JP. Like, he's so damn good, and I really want him, but I don't have him. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked again. Like, sorry, like, my emotions towards Dokkan are developing inside me. Whew. Alright, fuck. Okay, I had the original idea of a fusion, because this is around when, like, Vegito Blue, like, this is basically the time, where, like, on the JP sub, or, dub, I had AGL Cooler, but I lost my account. I almost thought that said Jew right here. Wait, hon. I almost thought this said Jew. It says Dew. Okay. Alright. Fuck, I keep forgetting what I'm saying. That's also another problem that I have when doing streams. I never, like, once I, like, see, like, a funny comment or something, I immediately forget what I was talking about. Okay, the fusion idea. I had it when, like, Merge Zamasu was, like, leaked, like, as a thing, and people were, like, making concept art on what Merge Zamasu was gonna look like, and, like, this was leaks. Like, this, like, we haven't seen them, yet before, and I'm like, oh, cool, fusion! Like, because Vegito at that time was my favorite character, because he was just so cool and funny. So, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a fusion of my own. And I'm not gonna give any details on this fusion because I want to keep it a secret, but it's a female. And it angers me so much that it looks so similar to Kefla. I'm not kidding when I say it. It looks so unbelievable, like, it looks incredibly similar to, another man's. Ooh, another man's! Oh, is that another man's? I see. Nope. Okay. Shit. Okay, I had the original idea of my own fusion. I'm not gonna give any details about it, but I'm just gonna say that it looks really, really, really similar to, Kefla. Like, not unbelievably, but, like, you can definitely see, Nani? But you can definitely see, like, the comparison. You can, definitely notice, that I didn't get any inspiration. I swear on my DokkanBattle accounts, which I never want to give away or lose, that I came up with the idea of the fusion myself. I did not get any inspiration from Kefla. I mean, I may have, like, when I'm drawing her, because the thing is, it's really hard to draw like, anime female characters. It really is. Because, you know, they have boobs, they have, like, they have a different shape from men, and I'm used to drawing, like Goku Black, Goku, Vegeta, basically, I'm used to drawing, like, Ardo, Zamasu Black, or whatnot. By the way, I'm talking about my story characters. But I'm not, like, used to drawing, like, female fighter characters in my story. I'm not at all. So, it's, like, really strange when I draw it, and, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to build the muscle mass, how the boobs are gonna look, because I don't want them to, like, be cubes. No. I want them to actually, like, look and make sense. Like, I don't want it to, like, seem like, oh, I'm just a fanboy drawing, like, these big boobies on this anime character. No. I'm trying not to look fanboy that much, but it's kind of difficult. Okay, what was I going at? Yeah, I came up with this character originally on my terms. My own idea. I swear to God, I did not copy Kefla. And that's one of the main issues that I'm gonna be, probably gonna be facing if I actually make my story a thing. Is that people are gonna be saying, like, oh, wow, you just copied Kefla, you fucking dickhead. And I swear, on my two DokkanBattle accounts, that I did not do it. Like, I know, like, it seems like I'm, like, sounding aggressive, like, really angry right now, but, like, hear me out. I swear I didn't copy it. And then the thing is that, how I'm gonna put that fusion into play is that she's gonna be fighting corrupted Zamasu Black, or basically torn to shreds Zamasu Black. Because if you don't know, if anybody actually doesn't pay attention to me, Gogeta Blue is gonna be popping up in the story instead of Vegito Blue himself. But after Gogeta Blue pops up, there will be no more like Vegito or Gogeta fusions for a reason, actually. I'm not gonna say this reason. I'm trying to keep my story as secret as possible, and also like share some things. So I sound like such a nerd. Everybody's just saying in the comments like, "Get a life, faggot." But okay, what was I going at? Okay, the fusion that I created is gonna be fighting Zamasu Black in my story, but Gogeta like starts beating him down and whatnot. But the thing that is gonna like make a lot of people upset, if people are actually like into my story, like involved, they want to like they just want to see like daily things every day, like daily news, daily episodes or something. And I have a really funny feeling that so many people are gonna be upset with me if Gogeta Blue, because like I'm not sure how I'm gonna like implement Gogeta Blue. I haven't come up with very many fight scenes for him in particular. So I decided, well, I didn't decide, that I'm not sure how I'm gonna make or how long I want to make Gogeta's fusion last. So I'm probably gonna make it the same time as like Vegeta Blue in the anime. But I'm not gonna like make it like, oh, halfway of it's talking. No, it's gonna be like full-fledged fighting. And the thing is that I feel like if I just like scoot him out of the way and then implement my own fusion, so many people are gonna be mad at me, because they like, people are like fanboys of the actual original material, which I can understand, but I want people to give her a chance. So it's just so like it's kind of one-sided with me, because I'm not sure what to do. Because I know people are going to be more fanboys of Gogeta instead of the fusion that I created. I'm just like worried that people are going to be angry with me of Gogeta Blue being like tossed away. Spoiler alert, he doesn't kill Zamasu. Like, kind of like Vegito, he didn't kill Zamasu either. I'm not going to say who's going to kill him or if and how it's going to be done. But things will happen, I suppose. But that's one of the bigger things that I'm worried about in my story. That like people are gonna be so mad at me if Gogeta Blue just goes away so quick. I mean, like, he's in the movie, for God's sake, and he like I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but it ain't gonna be like a whole Vegeta Blue situation, if you catch my drift, where he just stays there for about like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something like that. No, he's going to be in there for, like, a decent amount of time. A pretty good one. Like, a pretty good amount of minutes. And every single second he appears, it's going to be worth it. I've seen, I haven't seen the actual movie, obviously. I've seen videos on YouTube on how the fight went. And it's pretty goddamn cool. Like, it's one of my favorite fights in Dragon Ball history. So, yeah, it's going to be a pretty damn good movie. So if anybody was worried about like Gogeta, like, oh no, he's just gonna be in there for like, I don't know, 2 seconds. No, he's actually gonna be in there for like understandable and good amount of time. Man, these Discord messages won't stop popping up. Okay, let's just check out the stream. Check everything, y'all. Why? Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be honest. All right. For the people that are watching this as a video, I know I've been saying the same things time and time again, like, repeatedly. But hear me out. Like, I'm only saying this repeatedly because if anybody pops up in the stream, they can probably hear me talk about what I was talking about. So, please forgive me. Alright, we're gonna do these. We're gonna do these. Okay. What else is there to talk about? Yeah. Let's just talk about, like, the origins, the ideas that came into mind when I first started to develop my story. Is that I wanted to give, like, Ardo, like, Goku's moves. Like, what I mean is, like, the Kamehameha, the Spirit Bomb, and the Kaioken. But the thing is, like, it wouldn't make sense, and, like, it'll just seem like I'm just making him too overpowered. Like, he's just too powerful. Like, it doesn't make sense. They didn't explain it. Like, explain, fuck you. Because when it comes to these kind of communities, they'll find any other way to complain. Even I do. But, yeah, there's not really much of a win-win scenario. Even when Kefla came out, people were super mad. Especially me. I was fucking livid. Like, foam was coming out of my mouth. Not really. But you get what I mean, right? Like, it was just, like, it was one of the most, like, unexpected and also angriest things that people have been, because there was, like, one side that was saying, like, oh, man, this is super cool. You should do this more often. And then there's the other side that's like, what the fuck? Like, they were, like, incredibly angry, which I can completely understand, because I hate Kefla. I hate Kale, I hate Khalifa, I don't like any of them. The only ones that I do not mind is Kaba and Hit. Kaba, like, I can understand, because, like, he isn't too strong, but, you know, he's getting there, and I can understand. Like, Goku also had to do the same way, including Vegeta, so I'm completely fine with it. But, like, when it comes to Kale and Khalifa, like, they just got strong out of nowhere. And spoiler alert from the manga, he kicked, both of them, kicked Golden Frieza's ass. Kefla was in not Kefla, but, Khalifa is in Super Saiyan 2, and Kale is in her Berserk form, kicking Frieza's ass in his perfect golden form. Why? It makes no sense. Explain powers, please. Like, I don't mind, like, them. Okay, it was one thing for Khalifa to be Super Saiyan. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. You know, I don't mind it too much. It's a new thing. I might be interested in it. And then it kicked up to Super Saiyan 2. I'm like, nope, fuck it, I don't care anymore. My interest has been kicked out the window. Don't care anymore. Wish they were gone, never to existed. And I hope they never transform anywhere past that, unless it actually takes some struggle and actual training. And then Kale gets the Berserk form. I'm like, wow, really? A female Broly that's practically a pussy. Fun, because in Broly's base form, like, I know he didn't really seem, too, like, interesting, like, the original Broly is what I'm talking about, but, actually, I could compare it to the new Broly, yeah, but basically, Broly, in the new movie, he was kind of, like, two sides of a coin. Okay, how can I explain it, explain him, is that he was practically brainless. If I'm going to be completely honest, he doesn't really pay attention that well, but he's strong as hell. Like, he can pack a wall up, and he actually listens to his father. Like, he's a good kid, except that he's incredibly strong and has anger issues. So, do you eat cereal with, water? I used to, actually. Because I was lazy. But, that was a weird question. But Kale and Khalifa, their power makes no fucking sense. And that's one of the reasons why I love Broly. His backstory is almost perfected in every way. Like, I did not expect them to, like, make them so, like, him so, like, well made. Like, it's actually very impressive on how they recreated him. But I'm not going to go into full detail unless people actually want me to. But, like, his power makes so much sense, and it's actually pretty dang good on how they explain it, unless, like, people actually want me to spoil the movie and they don't really care about spoilers. Actually, I've done that once before in a live stream, so why am I worried? But actually, you know what, spoiler alert, I'm gonna tell it, not like I'm not gonna, like, tell the end. I'm just gonna tell basically what shows up in the beginning. Basically, at the beginning of the movie, it shows, like, all the Saiyan stuff we've been seeing in the trailers. And then so on and so forth. That's like all the Broly action and whatnot. But Broly was outcast by Vegeta because when the Frieza's army appeared on not King Vegeta's planet, but Planet Vegeta, Jesus Christ. When they landed on Planet Vegeta, Frieza wanted to show dominance, so he kind of destroyed a couple of buildings. Pretty sure he killed a couple of Saiyans, and then Vegeta was forced to bow down because he didn't have any much power. But the thing is that Frieza left something behind in the process of his destruction, which was a scouter. And they heard about the scouter from the Frieza's army, and they were just wondering oh, how does it work? And then they figured out how it worked, and they were scanning power levels from the king all the way up to the prince. And then when King Vegeta went up to check Vegeta in his little pod, he was wondering wow, my baby boy is going to be a strong man when he grows up. And so then he realizes that there's another pod beside it, which was Broly. And he says, what is this random Saiyan just doing here next to my boy? And then they were just wondering, I have no idea, sire. And then right before he left, they decided to just throw him out. But right before he left, they scanned his power level, which was, I think, the original concept, 10,000 when he was born. So they were scared. Oh my God, they can this random Saiyan that just came out of nowhere could actually surpass my son in royalty. He can take over the throne. So King Vegeta felt threatened and decided to, exile him. And Paragus wasn't too keen of that. So what ends up happening is that they send Broly off the planet, but Paragus also follows with another Saiyan along with him. So they end up finding Broly on one of the most dangerous planets in the entire galaxy. Very few creatures live there. They're there are creatures there, but they're incredibly vicious and unforgiving. Okay, basically they are unforgiving. They are incredibly vicious, and they are it's basically guaranteed death for their average people. If humans even spend a day there, they're gonna die. Let's just be honest. But this is a very dangerous planet that they sent Broly off to. And then Broly wakes up out of the space pod, and they lived out their lives until then they realized they brought a very limited supply of food. So what ends up happening is that Paragus kills the Saiyan that he was riding with on the way to the planet. And then 40 years pass on the goddamn planet. And this is when the new characters come out. Chalil, I think? I'm not sure, but basically that weird green midget. The one that you see on Rule 34. So, it was Shriveled Man and Chalil, I'm gonna call her, I guess. I know I'm probably butchering the name, but please forgive me. She's such a new character, I can't really know how to pronounce her name. I've seen very few people talk about her. But Chalil and Shriveled Orange Man decided to go on their routes, flying through space in their space pod. Until then, they realized that they got a kind of an alert in their ship. It was kind of a signal. And it came from the dangerous planet that Broly was living on. And then they finally checked out, and they noticed it was 40 years old. 40! That's so surprising that they managed to survive 40 fucking years. It's that most dangerous planet in the known galaxy, and they somehow survived. Well, once they got to the planet, Paragus is running out of a cave, basically almost naked. He's wearing his well, he kind of looks like he's wearing a thong, and he has his a little bit of his armor still attached to him left, but he's an old man. He's kind of skinny and whatnot. He hasn't been doing the best, basically. So what ends up happening is that Chalil is just surprised, and then this giant spider creature comes out of nowhere and just was about to kill them all. And so then Paragus yelled, "Broly!" And then Broly was eating something at a distant mountain. And then when Broly went full force in the speed of light, just smashed the spider into itsy bitsy bits. And, like, the thing was that they were measuring, before that, they were measuring Paragus' power levels so they didn't feel threatened. And Paragus' power level was, like, around, like, 2,000. Nothing really too, like, crazy powerful. Until then, when Broly arrived, they actually couldn't measure his power level. He was that fucking strong. And this is where his power level starts to make sense. The reason why he's so strong is because of his planet. Because because all of his scars on him, like, he was battle damaged. Like, he was fighting. Like, he was, getting injured. And, you know, the gimmick with Saiyans, the more they hurt, the more, like, close to death they are, and recovers back, they get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And that's why I enjoy Broly's, like, way of, gaining power. It's like, wow, like, he's been struggling for all these years, and he's so powerful to the point where a scouter can't even measure his power level. So I thought that was one of the most coolest things ever. Ah, Jesus. Hopefully everybody's still hanging tight, and hopefully for the ones that have been sticking by as a video of this live stream, hopefully you don't mind me talking about those spoilers that I just said, but that's where I come into play with Khalifa and Kale. Their power level makes no sense. How the hell do you, like, stand up to Golden Frieza, practically on the same level of Super Saiyan Blue? It's just, like, somehow, like, beat down Frieza. He's actually injured. Like, he's bleeding, he has bruises, he has scratches. Like, how the hell can you even hurt him? His muscles are practically made of solid gold, and you're just, like, bringing dents into it. It makes no sense whatsoever, and it made me so mad. That's why I hate Kale and Khalifa, because their power levels makes no sense at all. And not to mention that they're fucking annoying. Especially Kale. I hate that Kale was so wimpy in the actual show, but, like, in the actual manga, like, she wasn't screwing around, she was actually getting stuff done. Like, in her base form, not in, like, her Berserk form. By the way, her Berserk form in, the actual Dragon Ball Super manga, it is, like, big and beefy. Like, she ain't, like, a big, beefy boy. I called her a he because, she was a beefy boy. But in the manga, she does have muscle, but, like, it isn't, like, the size of, like, bricks. Or, like, the size of, like, concrete slabs. Like, it's kind of like normal, like, muscle that probably, like, a woman could have. But, I'm glad that they made her actually some use. Another spoiler for, the thingamabob is that she actually, she got angry to the point where she actually threw, Universe 6 members off of the arena. So, that was weird. And to actually stop her from this rampage, Kaba, like, snuck up on Kale and put the Patara earring on her, and then that's how Kefla comes into play in the actual manga. But then, another spoiler is that Kefla, instead of fighting Goku, thank fuck, I didn't want to see that whole thing again. Like, where, like, oh, Kefla's strong, oh! No, it makes sense. Like, her power level was on the side of Gohan. Gohan actually fought, Kefla instead. But, spoiler for a winner, there was no winner. It was like the KSI versus, Jake Paul fight. They basically just both fell off the arena. So, thank God that Kefla didn't win. To be honest, I'd rather there to be a draw than there actual be, like a winner. And if that winner was Kefla, I'm a killer. I'm gonna actually kill her. Okay. Well, I'm probably maybe gonna do another stream, but for now, I'm not. I'm tired of this because no one's popping up. I'm kind of getting tired. My throat's starting to hurt, and I'm running out of things to rant about. And either way, it's just very similar to the rest. So, anyways, guys, like, subscribe, whatever. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.